So when I was in the NHL and I knew I was going to have to get into a fight, which was quite a bit, you fight a lot in the NHL every couple of weeks. I would be a nervous wreck. I know I'm going to get in there and fight some guy who's 6'5", 250, and he wants to kill me. I would be up all night, 2, 3 a.m., and I couldn't handle it. It was the worst part of fighting. What's it like for you? Because mine was week to week. You have 2 months, 3 months to figure out Adam. Do you know everything about this guy? Like what he eats for breakfast? What's your mental state like going into a fight? Like they close the cage and it's just you two.
So I like to study guys, which I did for this one, but I'm not one of those guys who overstudies. Like I don't need to know what this guy's favorite color is. Like I don't need to know everything about this guy, right? So I study him. I've watched his fights. I've seen things like I've seen enough where I'm like, okay, he's good with that. We need to watch for that. And I'm like, he makes mistakes when he does this. That's what we're going to capitalize on. So those are like, or what are his habits, or like what does he continuously, what does he tend to lean on, or something like kind of obvious that you'll see right away, like is this guy right-handed or left-handed? So actually that's not necessarily it. Does he stand southpaw or orthodox? This guy stands southpaw, which typically means guys are left-handed, but not necessarily, especially with this guy, with how actively he throws his right hand. I have his suspicions that he's right-handed, but it doesn't really matter. um, but I'm not watching this guy every single day. I have my coaches watch him more than I do so that they can bring things to the table and just say like, hey, let's watch for these things. This is what we need to be aware of. But at the end of the day, it's like, this is my fight. He's just in it. So like I'm focused on myself, right? Like I'm focused on what I'm bringing to the table. I'm focused on my weapons. I'm focused on what I've been working on for the past basically 20 years and what I bring to the table.